Back here with more XLB action as week number 7 continues along, and we have the Boise Ninjas against the Louisville Lost Boys, and these two teams kind of in the middle of the pack on the East and the West, as Louisville is 3-2 and Boise is 3-3 in the West. Let's take a look at some of their select stats for this season so far as we talk about the legends on the team. For the Ninjas, it is Ichiro Suzuki and Randy Johnson. Saw him last week in a good, dominant effort. And for the Louisville Lost Boys, it is Mark McGuire and the man who will be on the mound today, 2017, Corey Kluber. Is it 17 or 19? The year Corey Kluber was Super Aces. So it'll be Logan Webb on the mound for the Ninjas, taking on the aforementioned Kluber. And it'll be the aforementioned Ichiro Suzuki leading off, as we have the Boardwalk After Dark back here behind us here in Louisville. Back-to-back home games for the Lost Boys as we get set to get this one underway. Louisville in the East, Boise in the West. So my brother here helping me out with the scoreboard, and he'll be controlling Louisville for this game as we move right along. Kluber, Ichiro. And Kluber will get him this year to ground out the second. That's how we get this one underway. That'll bring up Alex Bregman, who's been hitting the ball well this season. Bregman come into this game batting .458 on the year. And Kluber will get Bregman to ground out to third. So a couple ground ball outs here, and Aaron Judge at the plate. PBCD for Judge, and he'll strike out. Oof. And it has not been a good start to the season for Aaron Judge, as he came into today batting .083 with 6 strikeouts, and that's not going to help.
Seen worse.
We will later on this week, yes. Louisville now at the plate. It's going to be Zachary Neto leading off, and Neto was in MVP talks last week. Kind of on that second tier right behind Larry Walker and Barry Bonds, but Neto's had a good season. He's batting .526 on the year as he takes on Logan Webb. PPZ 74. That's consult fielding table 28.
I like this one.
Third baseman muffs grounder, batter safe on air, and runners advance 1 base. If CD4 at third, batter is out.
Oh.
CD4. He is CD2, so that's going to be an error on Bregman. And Neto gets on base there. We're working on a new set of Z's for next year. Or maybe this year, going forward. Maybe week 8 we institute the new Z pack. We'll see.
Oh boy.
That's Neto on first. He's AA.
Keep going.
Going for second. 58.
Uh-oh. I don't like that one.
TA or TB.
Oh, jeez. Who's not?
He is thrown out. So after getting on with the air, Hunter Goodman throws him out. And Fernando Tatis Jr. at the plate with nobody on and 1 down. PBBD for Tatis, and he'll slap a double.
Of course he does.
That'll put him on second for Mark McGuire here against Webb. And Webb will strike out McGuire. 2 down with Shea Langell.
I'm stealing third.
He's going for third. 23, I believe he's there. A or B steals, and that is him. So Fernando Tatis Jr. stealing third. Shea Langeliers at the plate. And Webb will get Langeliers to ground out to second to end the top half of the bottom half of the inning. Tied up at 0. Tatis trying to cause some pain. Can't cross the plate though. Kluber against Yandy Diaz, the cleanup hitter. And Yandy is out of there as he'll fly out to deep left, where Ian Happ takes away the home run.
That name's hard.
One down
you
here.
can't do that. whatever you call it to his name, I don't think.
Ian Happ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yap. Trent
Yeah, that
Grisham
name
at the
just
plate. Spoonerism be damned. PBCD for Grisham, and he'll strike out.
Chew. Cora eat it.
The one a meatball out there, second strikeout for Kluber. And he gets on his card. He'll get 2 rang to fly out to center. 3 up, 3 down for the Ninjas as Kluber deals. And the bottom of 2 we go, where Logan Webb will take on Randy Arizarena. I've watched a couple of highlights of him, and I still hit the pronunciation wrong. But Arizarena is going to strike out. Logan Webb second. Zach McKinstry at the plate. And McKinstry will also strike out. So back-to-back strikeouts on the hitters' cards. Webb has 3 for the game. That'll bring up Geraldo Perdomo. And Webb will get Perdomo to line out to second. So 3 up, 3 down for the Lost Boys. As Ele De La Cruz, number 7 hitter, will lead off against Corey Kluber here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Kluber will strike him out. 3rd strikeout for Kluber. Here in the 3rd, that'll bring up Wilson Contreras. And Kluber will strike him out. That'll bring up Hunter Goodman, the catcher. And Kluber will give up a single into right to Goodman. First hit of the day for the Ninjas. As Goodman gets on for Ichiro. 1 on, 2 down for Suzuki. And Kluber will get Ichiro to line out to second. And that'll do it for the top of 3. Bottom of 3 we go, where Ian Happ will lead off against Logan Webb. And Webb will get Happ to pop up to 3rd. 1 down for Xavier Edwards. And Webb will give up a single into left to Edwards.
He'll steal.
So both number 9 hitters get on the base. And now Edwards will go off for second. 21, he's in there. Puts a runner in scoring position for Zach Neto. And 10 for Neto. He will strike out. If he hadn't stole, it would have been a home run. That'll bring up Tatis. 2 down, 1 on. And Webb will strike him out looking. Back-to-back Ks from Webb. Here in the 3rd. Head to the top of 4. Let's take a look at the XLB schedule this week. 2 teams on bye in the league this week include the Devils and the Bees. So 2 teams in the West on bye. Some pretty good games on the schedule. As we got Toledo and Santa Fe coming up. Gwinnett and Las Vegas. I think that has a chance to be a pretty good game as well here in Week 7. Top of 4. Alex Bregman will lead off against Corey Kluber. PBCD for Bregman. And he'll take that 1 yard off Kluber as Bregman continues his hot play. And the home run hit off Kluber. First run of the day. Scored by the Ninjas. And Bregman, that will be his 3rd home run this season. Shadows over Boise Blast. All right, I like it. That'll bring up Aaron Judge. And Judge will strike out. Back-to-back PBBD strikeouts for Judge. Not great. Bring up Yandy Diaz. Nobody on, 1 down. Kluber will get Diaz to ground out 2 short. 2 down for Trent Grisham. Kluber will strike him out to end the top half of the inning. But 1 run on the board after the home run from Bregman makes it 1-0. Bottom of 4 we go, where Mark McGuire will lead off against Logan Webb. McGuire batting .333 on the season coming into this game. And he'll strike out for the 2nd time today. That'll bring up Langeliers, batting .286. And Langeliers will strike out as well. 4 straight strikeouts for Logan Webb. He's got 7 in the game. Bring up Randy Arozarena. He's batting .250 coming into today. And Webb will give up the infield single. Just outlegging that one, Arozarena does. 3rd hit of the day for the Lost Boys here in the 4th inning.
He'll steal.
Going for 2nd. 57. A or B. And we know Goodman is an A.
Wow.
So caught stealing in the 4th. Can't do that. Top of 5 we go. 1-0 on the scoreboard. Bryce Terang set to lead off from the Brewers, but he has struggled so far this year. Came into today batting .143. Already 0 for 1 on the day. Kluber will get Terang to ground out to short. 1 down here in the 5th for L.A. De La Cruz. Batting .091 on the year. And Kluber will give up the infield, or excuse me, the single into center to De La Cruz.
Got through the infield.
3rd hit of the day. De La Cruz will go for 2nd. 58. And Langeliers will throw him out. So both teams with some base running blunders here. And now Wilson Contreras at the plate with nobody on. And Kluber will get Contreras to fly out to center. And technically it's 3 up, 3 down here in the 5th. That'll take us to the bottom of 5, where McKinstry will lead off. Came into today batting .250 on the year. And McKinstry is out of there as he will ground it out to 1st. 1 up, 1 down for Geraldo Perdomo, batting .150. PBZ 73. 71. Difficult fly to center field. If 1-2, ball falls for a double and runners score. If 3-4, ball is caught. Center field. CD3. He is out of there. 2 down. That'll bring up Ian Happ, who's batting .063 on the season. And Webb will get him out as he grounds out to 3rd. 3 up, 3 down, top of 6 we go, where Hunter Goodman will lead off for the Ninjas here against Corey Kluber. And Corey Kluber will strike him out. 7th strikeout of the day for Kluber. Back to the top of the lineup, where Ichiro will be at the plate. He's batting .333 on the season coming into today. And Kluber will strike him out. 8th strikeout now for Kluber. 2 down for Bregman. He has the lone run in this game. Kluber will get Bregman to ground out to 3rd. And it'll be 3 up, 3 down for the Ninjas. Here in the 6th, bottom of 6 we go. 9-hole hitter Xavier Edwards leading off against Logan Webb. And Edwards will slap a double into right.
Good job, buddy.
4th hit of the day for the Lost Boys, and they've got a runner in scoring position now, as Edwards is 2 for 2 on the day. He came into today batting .053. Getting off the schneid a little bit now. Zach Neto at the plate. And Webb will give up a single into right to Neto. That is Aaron Judge out there. He is T2. So that is 11-62.
I better try it.
You're going to try it?
Yeah.
11-62. Here comes Xavier Edwards, and he is in there to tie this one up.
Oh, noodle arm out there.
And the RBI single from Zach Neto. We'll bring up Fernando Tatis with 1 on, nobody down here in the 6th. And Tatis, he'll slap a single into center. 3 straight hits here in the 6th inning. And now Ralph Macchio coming out to talk to Webb. Action in the Ninja bullpen.
Noted ninja, Ralph Macchio.
Is he not?
I think he is.
That'll bring up Mark McGuire. 2 on, nobody down against Webb. And McGuire is going to be hit by the pitch. Really crowding the plate. And now Logan Webb finds himself in a jam with the bases loaded, and Shea Langeliers at the plate. Webb will get Langeliers to fly out to deep left.
Oh.
OBRA on second goes to third. Who's on second? Okay, yeah, so he goes. So that's a sacrifice fly for Langeliers. A run scored for Neto. And now the Lost Boys find themselves in the lead and still threatening. Infield at double play depth for Arizarena. And Randy will take that 1 yard. Says there's no need to be at double play depth as he takes that one out of here.
Now you know what we are. Now you know what you are. You'll never grow old, Michael. And you'll never die. But you must feed.
Crowd cheering, I hope.
Yes, and the home run sound playing, I believe for the first time for the Lost Boys this season. As Arizona bust this one open now, here in the 6th. Stake through the heart for Arizona. That'll do it for Logan Webb.
Exactly.
Looked great up until that point. That'll bring in Gabe Spire from the Mariners. Spire will come in and take on Zach McKinstry with 1 down here in the bottom of 6. And Spire will strike out McKinstry. Bring up Geraldo Perdomo. And Spire will strike him out. Back-to-back Ks from Spire. Get him out of the 6th inning. But not before the damage is done. 5-run 6. Puts Louisville in front as we head to the top of 7. Where Kluber will take on Aaron Judge to lead off. And Judge. PB Beatty, 3rd time today. And 3rd strikeout for Judge in that situation.
Kluber's got a weird strategy, but it's working for Judge.
He's throwing underhand softball pitches to Aaron Judge when he's at the plate and he can't hit them.
Hey, yeah.
That'll bring up Yandy Diaz.
He's telling him.
Yeah, he's tipping. Kluber will get Diaz to pop up to the shortstop. 2 down here in the 7th for Trent Grisham. And Grisham will take a walk.
I mean, there's a few players in XLB, if you told me their card was on BD every time, Judge would be on the list of people I'd want.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, Trent Grisham in the Juan Soto deal, the first time Soto got dealt to the Yankees. Now he takes the walk here for Bryce Terang. Kluber will strike out Terang to end the top of 7. 10th strikeout for Corey Kluber through 7 innings. As we head to the bottom of 7, where Ian Happ will lead off against Gabe Spire. Spire will get Happ to pop up to 2nd. 1 down for Xavier Edwards. Spire will get Edwards to ground out to 1st. 2 down. Top of the lineup, Zach Neto. Spire will strike him out. 3 up, 3 down for Spire here in 7 as we head to the top of 8. LA De La Cruz leading off against Corey Kluber. Kluber will get De La Cruz to ground out to first, air 8 to 10, but Big Mac makes the play. 1 down. For Wilson Contreras, and Kluber will strike him out. 11th strikeout for Corey Kluber here in the 8th inning. Hunter Goodman at the plate, and Kluber will strike him out. Back-to-back 45s for Kluber, give him back-to-back strikeouts. 12 on the game through 8 innings. Bottom of 8 we go. Fernando Tatis Jr. leading off against Gabe Spire. And Spire will get Tatis, yes, to ground out to first. My brain could not process what I was seeing. I bring up Mark McGuire. Nobody on, 1 down. Spire will strike out Big Mac. 4th strikeout for Spire will bring up Shea Langeliers. Spire will get Langeliers to line out to the shortstop. 3 up, 3 down. Spire has been good in relief, but still that 5 spot holding strong. Top of 9 we go. Ichiro Suzuki set to lead off against Kluber.
I'm out. Bring in David Bednar. He hasn't pitched yet this year.
David Bednar will take the mound from Pittsburgh, and he will take on Ichiro Suzuki to lead off. And Bednar will get Ichiro to ground out to short. 1 up, 1 down. Alex Bregman at the plate. And Bednar will get Bregman to ground out to second. Couple ground balls here in the 9th inning. We'll bring up Aaron Judge. What if this is PBBD? PB10 for Judge. And he will take a walk.
Oh boy.
Said, you will not. I'm going to maybe look at a pitch here. And he looks at 4 of them. That'll bring up Yandy Diaz now. 1 on, 2 down. Bednar will get Diaz to fly out to right to end this game. And Logan Webb falls apart in the 6th inning. He'll take the loss. Kluber will get the win. MVP of the game going to go to Randy Arozarena. And a good win for Louisville moves them to 4-2 on the season. A tough loss for the Ninjas drops them back to 3-4. As the West kind of still there for the taking, as the East is just an absolute bloodbath right now. But the East gets the win over the West here in this one. And that will be another game in the books here in Week 7. Thanks for watching. Tune in for more XLB action as Week 7 rolls along.